That's awesome. What are the criteria? Wait, hold on. It's March 14th, 2022, Jack McClearn. Why did they say why? Like what earned you that?
Well, so we have an iPad like at work. It's like our work iPad, and you just have to go on it to see like what's there to do, and there's like assignments there,
Yeah.
and it's like clean the freezer, check I don't know, stuff like that.
Yeah, it's
And
your
so you
side
get
work
points.
yeah.
Yeah, you get points for each assignment you did, and so I just had the most points. So it wasn't like a really like a choice.
Yeah.
I just
Well,
got.
that's great though. It means what they want to know is that what that shows them is you're not just sitting around twiddling your thumbs or shooting the breeze when you're not serving customers. You're doing stuff to forward the progress of the store. So,
Mhm.
and
Taking a
better.
lot of time though, because I worked every day this week, and then I also had to fill in someone's shift, so I didn't have a day off today. I mean, this week, so it's just annoying.
Okay. Well, you're making money.
Truth.
Making money. Do you work at the Market Street one or just North Shore?
Uh, no short in St. Elmo. I could work at the South Side one, but I just don't want to.
Okay, all right, fair enough. Okay, let's get moving. All right, so last week we made some progress.
Lots of progress.
We did we did the fire engine, and you were kind of starting to let go and let go and let go. You were starting to let go and let your voice do
I
more.
did
And
practice fire engine more than normal.
you practiced more than normal this
I
week.
did, yeah, I did
Okay.
like every day. I at
Okay,
least did it once every day.
good. Well done. That's good because that's like I've said, like
And this was my busiest week too.
here I am patting you on the back. That's good.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
and you can do that too. Just go like this.
Oh, well, I
No, on
thought.
you, on yourself. That's right. Okay. So because sometimes we got to do that, right? We got to be like, yay, me, I did it.
Yeah.
Okay. So I would like for you to do a fire engine for me. Just I want to see where it is, and then I'm hoping that it'll still feel relaxed, like that you're to the point. I'm hoping that you're to the point of like
It feels
facility with
weird
it
when
and familiarity with it, that it doesn't matter that I'm standing here.
I practice, like it just feels like weird. Like I feel like I'm rushing too much to get higher. And
Okay,
it,
well let's see. Just do it. Don't analyze it, just do it.
okay. Okay, that one, it's all right. But I didn't bend over, so
Okay.
I'll over on
It
this one
didn't
for
really sound like it's okay if you don't bend over. You went pretty high
you. Hmm.
and it
It feels
was
good
fairly
though.
connected. There was a little bump on the way up, but not a massive one. And you ran out of breath before you were able to, your larynx shifted and you were coming, all the way down, which is okay because what I really, I noticed that you were like, hey, I'm up here. I'm gonna like enjoy the view for a minute, right? and
Yeah.
and that was great. Like that is the cut. That's like a step forward in comfort level. Go ahead and do it again if you want. And if you want, go ahead and bend over. And then I can see how you're doing that.
Okay. I always feel uncomfortable when I bend over. Like I can't really tell a difference that it helps.
Well, you're not really bending over. You're just kind of leaning. So, which isn't
I thought I
like,
wasn't good the whole way.
nope, this is where you went.
Oh, I feel like I'm leaning more than that. It's all right.
Oh, that's okay. I mean, it's all a matter of like, right? It's
Sorry.
like, but awareness and comfort level, and what we're, that's more what we're looking for. I mean,
I have not been practicing going that down then.
you what?
When I practice, I just do this.
Okay, well, you know what? It matters less how far you go than that your brain releases, right? Like, and lets go of the cap, the limitation that your brain is putting on where you can go with your voice. That's so if it's almost, it can be Pavlovian. Do you know that expression? Pavlov's dog. Okay, well, just I'm gonna skip the whole explanation of it and try to come up with the gist of it. It's that just the doing of something has a specific meaning to us. That like the doing or some type of triggers our brain to do something else. And in your case, it's and in this case, the bending over is triggering. There is a physical thing that happens, which I described to you last week, that you're not going to get the benefit of because you're not really bending over. But there's still that Pavlovian thing of it's, you know what it's like taking a placebo. Do you know what a placebo is? It's like a sugar pill instead of taking the actual pill. And some people, just because they think they're taking the pill, that the medication, but they're actually taking a sugar pill, but their brain thinks it's the medication. So their brain does what the medication would do.
I find that's
body.
Crazy.
So it's really crazy. Like our brains are extremely powerful in terms of, controlling, either limiting or allowing our body to do things. So, so if this gives you a sensation of more freedom vocally, do it. To have the physical benefit, you have to be like halfway or more to have the now one way you can do it if you're not very flexible, because I think you said you're not super flexible, which is I can't say, I guess. Yeah. And you're okay, yeah, that's not bad. The thing that's really not bad. If you're at about 90 degrees, let me do this. If you're at about 90 degrees, then the key thing would be two key things to think of. One is to make sure your chest isn't caving.
Yeah.
Right? So you're leading with your chest. And then with your chest still lifted, to let your arms go down and let your head go down. Okay. Now it's not 100% like.
How do you relax your arms and still keep your chest from going like that?
You use your core and use your core to keep your body, your chest lifted, and then just let your arms go. Like literally think like Wizard of Oz Scarecrow. So another one way you can get the physical effect without having to worry about your hamstring limitations is using the side of your bed and laying down to here. And then just draping your body over the side of the bed, not so that you're curved here. You don't want to be curved here because that defeats the purpose, but putting the edge of the bed right here below your waist where your leg bends, and then just drape over the bottom. I mean, like you probably did it when you were a kid. You like laid on the side of the bed and read a comic book or something.
I've always done that, like just on my phone.
Okay, yes. And but take the opposite, like do that. So you're at this angle and your head's down here, and then just let your neck relax. If you've got enough distance here, and even if you don't, like you can use your hands to keep your head from going down. But figure it out. I'm not going to tell you exactly what to do because I don't know your exact situation. But then you're going to have the physical sensation of all the fluid running here and the sudden warming up. And you're going to have that literal sensation of like, I feel like when you're doing the fire engine, you're going to feel the sensation in your head much more acutely, much more noticeably, because you'll have more fluid sensation in your head, which is going to respond differently to the vibrations that you produce when you're doing the actual phonation. You're producing those vibrations here, and they're going to be resonating in your head as you go up. You're going to feel it more in a more pronounced way. That's what you can feel it in a more pronounced way, because there's more of an accumulation of fluids in different places when you're upside down. So you'll just play with it this week, see what happens, and just do it for several days. Give it several tries, and see what happens. Don't do it after you eat. And don't do it right after you drink something. Not a good idea. So okay, so let's go ahead and move on, and move into something else, because what I like to do is look at some of the exercises that you've got so far. And I think, did I talk with you last week about that you need to be collecting your exercises? Now, so far, you have the fire engine, and I don't even know if we've gotten any further than that. Have I given you any other exercises yet?
We did, yeah, we did a bunch of exercise when we first started meeting, and then we started focusing on the fire engine. I don't know why.
Because you're stuck. You were stuck at it. I was giving you other stuff to do, but you were stuck and couldn't get your voice past.
And then you gave me, I think you gave me one of the piano lessons where I have to match the tone with the piano.
Okay, good. Yeah, keep doing that.
I feel like I do that one wrong, but I have practiced it a few times.
Okay, good. So everything I'm giving you is fair game. And what you need to do is just put it all in one place. Make a list, like literally. I've talked with you, I think, about having a little notebook where you keep your observations and stuff like that. And make a page, take a page that says warm-up exercises. And another page that says exercises for something. So if I give you an exercise, and an exercise could be on multiple pages, because it could be used for different things. And I might say, oh, you can use this one for, learning more breath control and sustaining your breath over time. But that same exercise might also be used just for touching your range, like the fire engine. It's for a lot of things, and it might be on multiple pages, right? So just make categories that make sense to you. Like I might say, this is for range. This is for, you might call it exercises for adding notes to the end of my range, whatever, I don't care. You got to come up with a system that works for you. And so that way, when you have time, you don't have to think. You just open up your notebook and you go, boom, oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do one from here, one from here, one from here. And you've got stuff all together. And as I give you more, I don't know if we'll go, if you're going to be able to go past this month. If you are, it'll get longer and longer. But even if it's not with me, as you come across, or even recall, if you had a choir you were in like 15 years ago when you were a kid, and you remember, oh, we always did this thing to warm up, we'd all walk in and our choir teacher would have us do, so you take that and you add it to your list somewhere. It's usually going to be a warm up if it's a choir thing. So add it to your warm up list. And however you remember it is going to be how you put it down on the page and describe it. You're going to keep adding to your list. And as you go through life from this point forward, you're adding to your list. And eventually, if it gets long enough, you put it into a spreadsheet. And you print that spreadsheet out and you have it where you practice, in your room or wherever. And then you're bam. And you want a system that's simple, that works for you. You want to eliminate the barriers to practice. Eliminate the barriers. Like you can't be thinking like, oh, I have to be home and I have to get on you know, I have to get on my Excel. No, you don't. You're gonna print it out. You're gonna have it out there. Or you're gonna have it written in your notebook. So you just, again, always be thinking, eliminate the barriers to practicing. Make it as easy as possible, as memorable as possible is also easy. I mean, is also helpful. Okay, so you've got fire engine, you've got pitch matching, just sitting there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think I introduced you to the virtual piano, did I?
Yeah, you did.
Okay. So really helpful when you don't have a keyboard at home or piano. So you got pitch matching and you're literally just
I
doing
practiced
it.
the piano one too.
What's
We
that?
did that together though too. The
And I
piano.
was doing like matching stuff. You were matching things. Okay.
Mhm.
So, and you would start with one note and then you could do longer pattern. You could do two notes. Da,
I
da.
practiced the. You did the da da da. That
Okay.
practice.
Bum, bum, bum. Yeah.
Bum bum bum. That's what it was. Yeah.
Yes. So you've got that one. I think that is probably Ma number one, because that's usually where I start. So Ma number one. Did I ever teach you
I think.
Ma, 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 ma?
Uh,
I don't remember teaching you that.
I don't think so.
That's called Ma number two.
Okay. You'll learn that.
Again, like, you know, the titles aren't fancy, but they get the job done. And it's memorable. It's like, oh, I'll do Ma one. Oh, today I'll do Ma two. Okay. So do you have your recording there? So do you have the recording of Ma number one that you could queue up and play easily and quickly? Or no, if you don't, I can play it from my end.
Yeah, it would take me a minute.
Okay, all right, hold on. Let me pull it up. You know, while you're standing there waiting for me to pull this up, do a fire engine. Are you going to do a fire engine?
Yeah, I'm about to.
Okay, good, good. I can't see you because I'm looking on my.
No, I thought too much of going and leaning over, and I totally. Okay. Hold on.
Okay. It did sound nice and pretty free and high.
That was the first time I've bent over and kind of felt comfortable
Okay.
singing, but yeah, I'll have to work on the leaning over more.
Okay. That's all right. All right, let me see if this works. MP3. Oh, no wonder. It's an MP4. MP3. I want an MP3. Okay. Let me just play it from here. Boom. Okay, this is Ma number one. Join me whenever you feel. Okay, are you able to hear that?
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty decently.
Okay, so I'll crank it up. I don't have it up very loud, so I will crank it up for you. Over here. Alrighty. Okay, this is Ma number one.
Yeah.
Join. We're doing this too. You don't have to do all this. Just sing.
Mama, mama.
Now,
I'm so iffy on if I reach the note. I don't know.
okay, don't worry about it because I can hardly hear you anyway because I have it.
Now I can barely hear you.
Okay, well,
I can't.
the important thing to me right now is that you can hear the company.
Oh,
You know what?
my bad. Sorry.
Is I can, let me see if I can send you it real quick. I'll give you access to it. Let me try and find a better copy of it. You know, this is a lower version too. Let's see. Oh, you've already got access. Okay, but let me,
So the one we just did?
yeah. But I'm gonna,
I've never practiced this one.
it's let me get it to where I've got a link. Get link. Copy link, and I'll put it in the chat. And let's see if you can play it from your end. That'll be a lot easier and better, and that way I can hear you. All right, try that. Click on that. And
There was a problem playing this audio file. Download.
I downloaded mine and it played okay.
Okay, I'm downloading right now. Oh my gosh, it's asking for my Apple ID password. It's in my notes. Hold on.
I'm also copying in here. Mon 2.
Why is it?